Hello dear students, welcome back. In the previous lecture we have derived the equation of orbit for a body moving under the inverse square force field, and finally we have reached to this relation 1 by r is equal to mu k over L square plus a cos theta minus theta naught, and applying conditions that theta minus theta naught may be 0 degree, may be 180 degree, then we get 1 by r minima mu k by L square plus a 1 by r maximum mu k by L square minus a. So then by equation number 9 we get general equation of conic, and when we compared the equation number 9 and 10 we get the two expressions for latus rectum and eccentricity of the conic, and depending on the value of the eccentricity the shape can be hyperbola, parabola, elliptical or circular in nature. So now continuing the same topic to next step, today we will discuss about turning point. Turning points are the points on the trajectory. These are the points on the trajectory at which the radial kinetic energy of the body becomes zero. That is, at turning point half mu r dot square is zero. Radial kinetic energy component is zero. As we have derived the expression for total energy of the body is given by half mu r dot square, it is kinetic energy term, L square upon 2 mu r square, it is centrifugal potential energy, plus u, it is equal to gravitational potential energy. So when we apply the concept of turning point, at turning point the total energy expression will reduce to 0. This term will be 0. Radial kinetic energy part L square upon 2 mu r square plus u. So we mark this equation as equation number 1, or you can mark the equation in continuity to the previous as equation number 11 as well, because this is the continuity of the previous lecture. So we mark this equation as equation number 11. As body is moving under inverse square force law, body is moving under inverse square force law, so F is equal to minus k by r square is force law. So corresponding to this force, gravitational potential energy is minus k by r. So from 11 and 12 Total energy will be L square upon 2 mu R square minus K by R. So we can rewrite the equation minus E. E goes on the other side, equation becomes minus E. So it is a quadratic equation in 1 by R. It is a quadratic equation in 1 by R. So root formula minus b plus minus b square minus 4ac upon 2a. We will use this relation. So minus b minus k plus minus b square 4ac L square upon 2 mu R square C upon 2a. R should not be there because R is variable. So L square by 2 mu. 2 cancels here. So it is plus k plus minus k square plus minus minus is plus 2L square E upon mu L square by mu. This 2 cancels here. So this relation will reduce to 1 by R is equal to K plus minus K square comes common here. It is 1 plus 2L square E upon mu K square L square by mu. So 1 by R mu by L square by mu is written as this. K square comes outside with single power 2L square E upon mu K square. So 1 by R, K comes common. It is 1 plus minus 1 plus 2L square E upon mu K square. So from here we get two values of R. 1 by R minimum. R will be minimum when this value will be maximum, so it will be the term with positive sign. Second is R maximum. It will be the term when above term will be in minus sign. So we mark this equation as equation number 12, this equation as equation number 13, or again rewrite in another form. R minimum, it is mu K by L square plus mu K by L square 1 plus 2L square E by mu K square. We mark this equation as 14. Similarly, rewrite this equation. R max mu k by L square, mu k by L square 1 plus 2 L square E mu k square. Equation number 15. So now we compare this equation and this equation, equation 14 and 15, with two equations we derived yesterday, these ones 7 and 8. Then from that we will get the value of capital A. So comparing equations 14 and 15 with 7 and 8, comparing equations 14 and 15 with 7 and 8 respectively, we get capital A is equal to mu k upon L square 1 plus 2 L square E upon mu k square. So we mark this as equation number 16. So eccentricity is given by A L square upon mu k. We derived this formula yesterday. This is there in equation number this. It defines the nature of the trajectory, A L square upon mu k. So we substitute the value mu k upon L square of capital A as 2 L square E upon mu k square into L square upon mu k. These values cancel out. So centricity formula will reduce to 1 plus 2 L square E upon mu k square. So this is very important relation. From here we can define the nature of trajectory in a very simple way. And in terms of this, the relations will be very simplified. Equation number 12, equation number 13, we deal with them one by one. So firstly we come to the expression of eccentricity. So nature of trajectory will be as under. Nature of trajectory will be as number 1, hyperbolic in nature. E is greater than 1. When we compare these two equations, it will be possible only capital E should be greater than 0. So a body moving under the central force will move in a hyperbolic path if its energy is greater than 0. Parabolic in nature, centricity is 1 and centricity will be 1 when capital E is 0. So the body will move in parabolic path under the action of a central force if its total energy is 0. Third case, elliptical in nature. When E is less than 1, and it will be when E will be less than 1 when capital E is negative or capital E is less than 0. So the body will move in an elliptical orbit when its total energy is negative. Fourth case, it will move in a circular path when centricity is 0, and centricity will be 0 when 1 plus 2e L square upon mu k square, it is 0. So it is 1 plus 2e L square upon mu k square, it is 0. 2e L square upon mu k square is minus 1. So E will be minus mu k square upon, this is capital L, angular momentum, 2L square. So dear students, here again energy is negative. So when energy is negative, path will be circular. Again when energy is negative, path will be elliptical. So now the question arises that when a body moves in a central force, inverse square force, two paths are very much specific. When energy is positive, it will be hyperbolic in nature. When energy is 0, trajectory will be parabolic in nature. But when the energy is negative, then two cases arises. Path may be circular or path may be elliptical in nature. But circular path will be there only when energy is negative and it is having one specific value. This value is fixed. But the path of the body will be elliptical in nature when it will be having any value of negative energy. So normally when Earth revolves around the Sun, then its radial distance from the Sun keep on changing, as we studied yesterday. This is Sun. This is the trajectory of Earth. When Earth is here, this is the distance. When Earth is here, this is the distance, and Earth is keep on moving. When it reaches here, this will be the distance. This is the minimum distance. This is the maximum distance. So due to this, its total energy keep on changing. But as we know, total energy is negative for the Earth and Sun system, and it is having different values. So the motion of Earth around Sun comes under this case. So trajectory of the Earth when it moves around Sun is definitely elliptical in nature, not circular. So this is the great finding, and it summarizes our Kepler's first law, in which we know that Earth revolves around Sun in an elliptical orbit where Sun is present at one of the two foci. So now coming to one more important relation that will be useful for solving few of the numericals. From equation number 12 and 13, this is the value of centricity. So it will be 1 plus E. This is also the value of centricity. This is 1 minus E. So we can rewrite equation 12 and 13. This is for numericals. From 12, 1 by R minimum mu k upon L square 1 plus E. From 13, 1 by R maximum mu k upon L square 1 minus E. So when you divide these two, 13 by 12. So you will get R minimum by R maximum 1 minus E by 1 plus E. So this is very important relation. It will be very useful for solving many numericals. So this is all for today. So today we have derived that Earth is revolving around Sun in an elliptical orbit, and we have done the complete proof for this. And that has been our aim from the past 3-4 lectures. Dear students, it is very important question for exam. Learn it properly. Keep in touch. Thanks a lot.